Located in the heart of the Maine State House complex, the Maine State Museum offers all the best of Maine.
Before working here, I used to bring people, and it was always a delight to be able to show them a moose, which you might not find outdoors, but you can always find a moose here. And of course, things that surprise people about Maine. I have described it for a long time as being all of Maine under one roof.
They come in here thinking there's one floor. We have 4 floors of exhibits, and we have things on our 4th floor in our At Home in Maine exhibit that they remember seeing. You know, a lot of people have memories that are brought up in that exhibit. They're like, oh, I played with that as a child, since that exhibit goes up to 1966. And then here we have our prehistory exhibit where we're talking about things that are 12,000 years old. So I think that breadth is really surprising for people.
Our oldest object is 400 million years old, and that is the Maine State fossil, which is on exhibit. And one of our newer objects is actually a room setting dating from 1966. That is the actual room setting from a boy who was graduating from high school in Heartland, Maine.
What are some things that people would be surprised to see here?
Well, we're standing in front of a car that was made in Portland. People don't necessarily think of Portland as a car building city, but it was at one time. We have a great depth of natural science, of archaeology, and of history of all kinds. Maine is a diverse place. Not evident to people who come in here and you know, may spend a week seeing Maine as it is today. But how did it get this way? Well, here you can see people came from all over the world and joined the Native Americans who were already here and formed that which is visible to us today.
So tell me a little bit about this exhibit that we're sitting in, because it's going to look like to our viewers that we're just sitting in someone's living room, but we're actually on set here.
That's right. We wanted to have it look like this. This exhibit is much larger than this living room. It's called At Home in Maine. It covers all aspects of Maine home life, dating from around the 1850s up to 1966. And we wanted to include a place where visitors could relax at home. And so this is a living room that has home movies going, a checkerboard, and some great 60s furniture. And people can sit here and watch TV, watch home movies, and relax.
Do you often hear that this looks just like what it used
yes,
to be like
we
at my house?
We get a lot of that. We get a lot of that. And that's a great thing. That, you know, I think it helps people to value their past when they see portions of it in a museum. They say, "Wow, I had one of those. That must, you know, must have been important. My past is important. My stories are important," and we like to convey that.
You're making a personal connection between that historic event or that historic object and who you are today. So I think it really gets them to think about where their place in history is. We have about over 20 programs and tours. The gallery programs are very hands-on. They're in the actual exhibits. We have things like arrowhead making, wool carding. We also do tours of our 12,000 Years in Maine exhibit, which is where we're standing right now. We also have things like the defense story, which talks about underwater archaeology and the Revolutionary War here in Maine. So we just have the whole range of things. Somebody can find something that they're going to enjoy.
How is the Maine State Museum affordable for families?
The maximum charge is for adults $2, $1 for seniors and $1 for children. There's a $6 maximum for families. So if you have a lot of children, you save more by coming to the Maine State Museum. Those charges are actually just a pittance, and there's hours of interest and entertainment here. Our staff is half of what it once was, and yet the demands upon us are increased. And so the volunteers make a tremendous difference. I was not aware before working at the museum that people did volunteer in state agencies, and we're not the only one. There are a lot of volunteers help the state do what needs to be done, and that's great.
What do you hope the students walk away with after a tour?
I hope that they want to come back. I hope they love museums and love learning, because we're really trying to encourage lifelong learning in students, that this is something self-motivated, that we always have things here, and we want them to have that spark that they want to come back and really think about the life around them and their history.
For more information on the Maine State Museum, log on to their website. It's mainstatemuseum.org, or there's a link on myfoxmaine.com.